And so when we're living, especially in Western environment, we're not designed the way that they've designed their system.
Yeah.
And so most people are suffering now to the point of committing suicide because there's not a proper route, a proper route, or a proper method that allows them to truly express themselves, you know? And so the book looks at that as well. The book firstly looks at why and how people are suffering. So it's not just about professionals, it actually looks at the everyday person. Yeah, the fact that we all vibrate in frequencies, a proton state, electron state, a neutron state, that we all vibrate in frequencies. And based upon the vibrational frequency we're in, is based upon what's going to happen within our environments. Yeah, and based upon what's going to happen with our luck. Yeah, or the lack of our luck. And then the second part of it boils down to as well is it starts to look at how to get to a place of excellence, because the book ain't just about, you know, the doom and gloom of prevention. Yeah, the book also looks at excellence, and it has worksheets in it to move you from a place of depression, which is there's 7 types of depression it talks about, and it moves you to a place of excellence. So I started to discover that the most successful people I encountered, researched historically and currently, they all had 18 parts of their life that they had in place. Yeah. And so the 5 that I'll talk about immediately was first and foremost their belief system. Yeah. Your belief system is everything. What do you believe, that you're short or tall, fat or thin, black or white? What's your belief system? Yeah. And when you have a solid belief system, it leads on to stage 2, which is your self-conversation.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So your self-conversation comes from your belief system.
Your most beneficial or your most dangerous.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right. And then from your self-conversation, it leads on to your actions.
Yeah.
So if you take negative action because it came from a negative belief, a negative self-conversation, which then came from a negative belief system, or the other way around, positive, which then leads on to the 4th stage. Stage 4 is your results. Because every result comes from an action. Even a bad result comes from an action. It all comes from an action.
And there is a source long before the action.
Exactly. And then stage 5 is your knowledge, your knowing. You can't have knowledge. When you talk about that wise man or that wise woman, they had to have gone through the stages for them to have wisdom. Yeah. And so when we have wisdom, good or bad, it's because we've had experiences. And so the experience is the belief, the self-conversation, the action, the results, the knowing I'm great.
And it shows in what is accomplished.
Exactly. So that's the 5 stages that you need to have in place first. And then that's when what I call the life board starts to manifest itself. So some of the areas of the life board that I noticed that these people had in common that was successful, that we were missing, is they would have their feelings and emotions in check. 1.
Emotional literacy.
Yes, exactly. Emotional intelligence, all of that. Yeah. Stage 2, their spirituality. They were spiritually in tuned. Don't think that these people are not in tune. They are spiritually
whether they
on point.
articulate it or not.
Exactly. They're on point. If they're keeping their secret societies or not, they're on point with it. Yeah. Stage 3 is their health. Their health is always on point. You know, they make sure they're always training, they always make sure that they're jogging, they always make sure they're on. You'll see it with prime ministers and presidents. You'll see Boris Johnson jogging in these funny shorts. Don't look at the shorts, look at what they're doing.
Absolutely.
Yeah. You would see Obama jogging. You'll see the George Bushes and all of them. They were always training and jogging and moving. Yeah. Another area is self-development.
Sorry, just to go back a little bit.
Yes.
Because I remember you saying something very important at a lecture about motion actually enabling you to circumvent depression.
Yes.
And you gave the example of the trampoline. So whilst we're talking about jogging, just to keep it in the realm, just as succinctly as you can.
So there's no magic pill for depression. There's no magic pill. But the closest to a magic pill for depression is brisk walking. 100 steps per minute can actually really be a catalyst for defeating depression. What starts in motion stays in motion. So when you get up in the morning, I have a trampoline.
Yeah.
That I would get up and I'll jump on that trampoline, and it raises my energy, it raises my vibration. I feel more positive. And it's not just a me thing, it's a scientific fact that when you energize yourself, it moves you from a low vibrational frequency to a higher vibrational frequency. Just by doing that. Just get a meter wide trampoline and jump on that trampoline for 30 seconds.
That's a nominal investment.
Yeah, it's
self.
one of the best investments you can ever have, right? Jump on that trampoline for 30 seconds and you feel better. Those who feel better do better.
As Sigmas, we uphold, promote, and preserve our values.